money isn't everything, especially when you're trying to find somebody you're gonna spend the rest of your life with.
But money is a lot.
Money is a lot.
If y'all sleep on some blow up mattress and with that refund check, y'all going to get them crab legs and them Gucci belts. They ain't gonna last. I can tell you this. I can tell you a married man has better uh, ability to move up in a corporation than a single man
And why do you think that? Do you think
because of
companies look at you a certain
hell
way?
yeah,
Hmm.
because a married man is more stable.
Yeah.
A single man, he could be here today, gone overseas tomorrow.
Right.
A married man is more stable. He has used, hopefully, he has a household of a good support system when he
Right.
comes back home. And I actually do think that kind of that me being black and me being not married blocks some of my mobility.
Mm. What you mean
Because
mobility in the company?
in
In
companies,
a,
yeah,
okay.
because they
Mm.
all actually, are you married yet? Are you married yet? Are you married yet? Are you
Right.
married yet? Because I understand, Brandon, if you married, you more stable. You got a support system. You have obligations and responsibilities.
Hmm.
And that's one of the reasons why married men make more money than single guys.
Yeah, and sometimes that can hurt you too because people look at you. What's they say? Are you married? You have kids? Like, say something happens, especially with COVID. People had to go get their kids or keep their kids, so they had to call out for work. So sometimes companies look at that too. But I do agree with what you're saying. Like that plays a part, and being married, it kind of means you're in a situation, you're dependable. We can count on you. You're not you're not thinking about moving to another city, or you might not be out partying because you have a family, so they take that into consideration.
Now, you can find anything you need on the internet, right?
That's true.
The young lady said single and childless women is the happiest population in the world.
She said that.
She said data says that.
Oh.
Now I did some research before this show, and I only could find one relationship expert that said that. Only one.
Yeah.
But that's data on the internet, so you can use it.
But why do you think somebody would think that's the case? Like being single and having no kids mean you're the happiest. I think that I wouldn't say they're the saddest, but it's a lot of pressure when you're single and you don't have any kids because your people around you are going to be asking you when you get married, when you who you dating. They're going to be asking you that 24/7. Anytime you see somebody, they're going to be asking you who you dating. Just
Shit, they
because that's
asking
what
me
we're
that now all the
just because that's the
time.
world, what kind of world we live in. People, they I'm not going to say they always looking to see what's the next thing you're going to do, but they want to know what's going on. They say, okay, Louis got a job, so what's the next thing we can ask him about? Oh yeah, who you dating? When you gonna have kids? When you gonna do this? When you gonna do that? Me going through my life, I kind of saw how it was. When I started dating my wife, well, when y'all gonna get engaged? And then we got engaged. Well, when y'all gonna have a baby? And then we had a baby. Well, when y'all gonna have another baby? It's just that's just how life is, and people are gonna keep asking, and they just want to know. And your relationship is important to people because they want
So
to see it play out.
since the whole world society believes in procreation is a
Hmm.
positive thing, if it
Hmm.
wasn't, it won't be no more humans on Earth.
Right.
Since do you think that group she's referring to is the happiest
No,
people in
you
the
couldn't
world?
be. You couldn't be, especially because I think women even know this they should be having kids, and that's kind of what they raise you.
Man, do too.
Yeah, yeah, us too. And it's something we're constantly thinking about. And for women especially, I think they feel like, that's something they want to do. Like they see a lot of people around them having kids and see how beautiful of a thing that is. So of course they're gonna. Then I don't think they're the happiest just because you don't having kids and you're free and I'm gonna ask you this. So like being single and going out and partying, doesn't that seem like the life? That doesn't seem like the life to live.
If you 20 to 32 years old, you the best shape of your life. And you got,
but
you know,
that's how they push that out. So of course they're gonna have you thinking that's the lifestyle. But sooner or later you're gonna want more out of life. It's gonna get old going out drinking, doing the same. Not saying doing the same thing, but man, having a hangover, that's a rough feeling.
It is.
And when you get older, that feeling gets rougher. And you don't bounce back as quick. And you most of the time people have jobs and stuff like that. I've been at work with a hangover because I went out all night. That's not something fun you want to experience. That doesn't make you look good at work either. And I know you can go out on a weekend or on your days that you don't have to go into work the next day, but it's only so much partying and drinking you can do.
You correct.
At some point you're gonna have to start building a
Relationships.
family, yeah, have a relationship, doing other things. Like, you don't necessarily have to just go out and party. You can be going to different meetings and or learning stuff, or you can travel, you can do just different things. It's not just the same thing. And what we see on online or on Instagram or Facebook of people doing X, Y, and Z to make it look like they're living a better life when they really want a family dynamic or a relationship. And that's why
Well,
what Kevin Samuels is saying hurts people so bad, because he's saying they're not going to be able to get what they secretly want to get
unless they change, Brandon.
unless they change. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
That's with
But
anybody.
who wants to change when a man is telling them they need to change? You want to be able to change on your own when you're ready. You're
Then
not
why
going to let
call this damn show then?
there you go. That's what I understand. I'm not about to call. I'm not gonna call. What's the other lady that does it?
Kendra G.
Kendra G. Yeah, I
Yeah.
started watching her a little more just because other people do her reactions on YouTube. So
She
you know,
talks, Kendra G, she talks kind of balance. Unless you
yeah.
say something stupid. You can't
But
talk
that's what I'm
about,
saying, and it's not as
yeah.
entertaining or sensational as what Kevin Samuel does, because she kind of just listening and be like, okay, well, you need to change this, and okay, you don't want to do it. All right, well, it's just whatever.
She
She
don't
just
even
kind of
say
asks
change.
questions. Yeah, she don't even do that. She just asks questions and be like, "Oh, what you looking for?" Or this, and the stuff
For
that I've seen, it don't really go. It's not, she don't give you advice. I mean, she may a little bit, but it
I
just
saw
seemed. Go ahead.
I saw the episode, had laid up there. She talked about, I want an honest, trustworthy guy. And then in 1 minute later, Kendra, she was lying like a storm, Jack. She was lying up like a.
But
She
you
was like, "How you want somebody honest and trustworthy? You up here lying, talk about
right.
you don't got no baby. You got one baby daddy, but in reality, you got two fathers on your both of your kids."
Right. And it's like people get caught up in lies, or they'll say they want all these things. I want a man that's making six figures and this and that. And she'd be like, well, do you have any baby fathers? You're like, yeah. Is he working? No, he's in jail and this and that. Like, you can't expect to get certain things and you've already kind of put yourself in a hole. I'm not saying you can't, but you have to face reality and understand you in a certain situation. Like, you don't have to have a man that's making six figures.
You
I'm
don't.
not gonna say money matters, but you should be looking for a partner that helps you become a better person, balances you out. That you really actually care about. I think people take a lot. I mean, money is very important, but money can be made and lost. But people's character can't be changed. Like, people, whoever people are, that's who they are.
Now, one thing I do like about Kevin, he used data. Now, on our other broadcast, we saw how many people in South Carolina
Mm-hmm.
make under $15 an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Like this, 40% of the childbearing people who could bear kids make under $15 an hour.
Right.
It ain't too often you can find a person who makes a lot of money in America, man.
Right. Especially in South Carolina. Like, it's just not that many people you're gonna meet that's making six figures. It's just not gonna happen. And that's okay. Like, you don't need a lot of money to be happy. Really. Like, we've been broke before. We've
I'm
been
still
happy.
broke.
Like, well, yeah, I'm technically broke too, but I ain't gonna, I'm just saying.
But I'm Lewis broke. I ain't some of these other people broke. I'm Lewis broke.
What I mean is we've made a low amount of money and still been happy.
Best
Sometimes,
years of my life.
right, that's what I'm saying. Sometimes, you can make a lot of money and you buying stuff and it's just stuff, and you're still, however, I mean, it improves the quality of your life, but you're
You
gonna
know,
be whoever you're gonna be, and you're gonna feel however you're gonna feel.
you know what data says? Data says if you make over 75,000, if you make 75,000,
Hmm.
you can make 75,000. You make anything, you ain't gonna be more happier than
No,
just
you're
making
not.
75. It's like a cap because you got it. You got every almost
Right,
everything what you need.
right.
So we need to get everybody up to that 75,000, or at least. Well, that's kind of a lot. But guess what? If you have two people, divide that in half.
Yeah, and
75,000, two people, that's 30 something, high 30s
right.
each.
Right, but people kind of don't want to. They don't want to get married, and like I think we were saying last time, they don't want to get married for business sake. I not business sake, but just
Say
marriage is
business
like a bit.
sake.
Yeah, business.
Say
Marriage is like a
business.
business. You have to work together with somebody. It can be built on love, but it's still a business, and y'all coming together with finances and work to be a team to work together.
Now watch this. In the 19 before the 1930s, marriages was a business. But guess what? Somebody came up with a scheme. You want to hear the scheme?
Yeah, what's the scheme?
I said, hey, you need to buy this diamond ring and show them how much you love them. Be
Right.
romantic. And ever since then, it started becoming more than like a, you ain't building the game. Oh, baby, I like how you give me butterflies, but
Mm,
this and that, and all these butterflies. You know what happens? How long do a butterfly lives?
I don't know. Is it not long?
Not long. So you got all these butterflies in your damn stomach. Soon they're gonna be dead, and that's why you get the damn divorce.
Right.
And
And
you
go
divorcing
ahead.
people for the wrong people. Divorce people for the wrong reasons, man.
Well, what kind of reasons do people get divorced for?
We just wasn't connected anymore. Bitch, y'all was girl, man, woman. Y'all was never connected.
Right.
Y'all just connected because his thing went up and your thing was wet.
Right.
That build a connection.
And have you seen some of these
Majority of the time.
reality shows where they have like love at first sight or married at first sight, and they kind of going on vacation and having fun? Like when
I
you
don't get
start
them.
out,
I don't get those stations. I don't got cable like
I've
that.
watched some, and they kind of
uh-huh.
put these people together, and they go on vacation. Of course, you're gonna have fun when you're on vacation in a different country with somebody learning them. But once you come back home to real life and start working, and you'll really see how the relationship is, and those people don't necessarily last, just because you know it's
Fine.
fun when you in the beginning stage when you like somebody, y'all having fun doing stuff, but it really gets serious, and you really learn about people when you're going through hard times.
Find out they got morning breath. Find out every time they
Right.
use the restroom, they clog up the toilet.
And you don't like that kind of stuff, that's when you really gotta. But people, you have to go through that. That's why you can't just jump into stuff, and you got to really date and figure out who you are, know what you like and don't like, and figure out your partner before you try to get married.
No, and
Because
compromise too.
and
What you'll
compromise
compromise
too.
on and what you want.
Right. But people think, well, he's got money, he's stable. Let me try to see if it'll work. I'm gonna try to make it work. But
Um,
money isn't everything, especially when you're trying to find somebody you're gonna spend the rest of your life with.
but money is a lot.
Money is a lot.
If y'all sleep on some blow up mattress and with that refund check, y'all going to get them crab legs and the Gucci belts. They ain't gonna last.
And